Have you ever heard that curiosity killed the cat? Well, unfortunately, that's a very true saying. There are many things that are harmless to us, but deadly to them. But don't worry, you're in the right place. Number 1. Threads and yarn. These are some of their favorite items to play with. You can let them do it as long as you are watching them, since in case of ingesting even a little, they can drown or they can suffer from intestinal obstruction, or even internal bleeding by the fine cutting of the thread inside their body. So if you let him play with threads, please be very careful. Number 2. Cans and jars of food. This not only applies to cats, but is a danger to all kinds of animals on the streets. When you have consumed any canned food, please crush the can well. You can't imagine how many animals, looking for a little food, follow the trail of the tuna or sardine you ate, so they approach and stick their head inside the empty can. The result is an animal with multiple wounds such as scrapes on the face, but there are cases where dogs, cats, raccoons, possums, rats, squirrels or any other animal end up with the head trapped inside these cans. When this happens, two things can happen. 1. They are rescued by someone, or 2. They die horribly and slowly. So I repeat, crush your cans. It does not take much time and you prevent an innocent animal from suffering for food. Number 3. Food scraps. Do not forget that our cats are carnivores, therefore they will always feel a great temptation to perceive the aroma of meat, whether cooked or raw. If you usually consume this food in your home, you should be very careful with the remains, mainly the bones, since it would be very dangerous for your cat to try to eat them, as it could hurt the teeth, could drown or suffer several damages in the intestine, such as perforations or obstructions. To avoid this type of problem, it is best that after eating, store all the remains in jars with a lid, not in bags. Why? Well, because that way it is much safer, because they are not able to remove the lid from a bottle, also so the aroma does not come out. Otherwise, contrary to the bags, which are very easy to break, and also the smell of food if you can escape that way. Number 4. Toothpaste. I think we've all swallowed pasta once in our lives when we washed out our kids' mouths, and if you haven't, then I'm the only one weird here. But that does not matter. What matters is that cats should never ingest even a little toothpaste since its components are highly toxic to them. Number 5. Water with cleaning products. If the kitten is thirsty, he will look for water, and if you left a bucket with water to which you put chlorine or any other disinfectant and he does not notice it, he will take it and he will become intoxicated. So if you're cleaning the house, make sure you don't leave containers within reach and teach them to drink in one place by giving him his own water dish. Number 6. Chocolate. This food is pure poison for cats and dogs. Theobromine is a substance present in chocolate that can cause intoxication, nerves, convulsions, and even death. So never give it to them in bar, liquid, cake, biscuits, or anything. Let it be strictly forbidden. Number 7. Painting. Like toothpaste, the paint is composed of many chemicals that cats cannot tolerate, and if they smell them a lot, they can become intoxicated, which would cause vomiting or seizures. But if they step on paint and then lick their paws, they will almost certainly die a fairly slow and painful death. So if you're going to paint something at home, make sure the kitten doesn't come close. Number 8. Raw meat. Although they can eat uncooked chicken, pork and fish are not recommended at all. Especially fish, as it may be infected with bacteria and parasites that can bring you salmonellosis or listeriosis. So never feed your cat uncooked meat. Number 9. Cigar. This does not kill them immediately, but if it harms them in the long term, just like us in fact, but faster. I am not the one to tell you to stop smoking. I only advise you that when you do, take the smoke out of the window, some door, or the roof, anywhere that prevents your partner from becoming a passive smoker. Number 10. The kibble he eats every day. A poor quality kibble is highly harmful to your pet. You may be slowly killing him without even knowing it. Some consequences of giving simple kibbles are hair loss, diarrhea, gas, skin diseases, malnutrition, lethargy, and many more problems. So look carefully at what food you give him, because there is a very famous brand of purple color that I do not recommend. So I suggest you avoid it as much as possible. Number 11. Plants. Not all harm them, but there are many that are highly toxic to cats, and others that are not to the liking of their nose. The most dangerous are lilies, Christmas Eve, mistletoe, alcatraz, anthurium, eucalyptus, laurel, thyme, leaves and tomato stem, among others. So if you have any plants of this type in your garden, be very careful since ingesting a little of them can cause very serious infections. Number 12. Onion and garlic. I don't mean to say that your cat will take a bite out of the onion you have in the kitchen, let alone garlic. Those smells and tastes aren't very pleasing to them. The problem is when you give them prepared food with high portions of garlic and onion. These two ingredients can cause anemia in your cat if consumed for a long time and in large quantities, as their components attack the red blood cells of cats. Number 13. Poison. I know that no one in their right mind would leave a vial of poison within anyone's reach. But if, for example, there are some kind of pests in your house and you want to get rid of the invaders by placing poison in the food, there is a possibility that your cat will eat the poisoned food. Or it may also be that when the mouse has eaten the poison and is out there dead, your cat will find it and its predatory instinct will be activated. And if you eat a poison animal, the toxins will also affect your friend. So if you will use this product, be very careful and lock your cat in a cage or room until you make sure there are no toxic remains in the house. Number 14. Coffee and tea. Coffee doesn't appeal to them much, but tea does if you might want to try it. Unfortunately, both drinks are bad for your health. They are not deadly but very harmful, so much so that they can develop heart and nervous system problems, in addition to the liver, kidneys and gastrointestinal tract. Number 15. Pipette for dogs. Although any pipette can be harmful if ingested or used incorrectly, the dog pipette is especially bad in felines. Do not try to use a dog on your cat, as it is an almost certain death. No doubt a cat is a vulnerable and delicate animal, but now you can be calmer thanks to the fact that you know 15 dangerous things for cats that you have at home. I invite you to subscribe for more videos like this. You can also follow our networks for more content. Let's keep the Gary's legend alive.